Hello everyone, the Healing Oracle here. I wanted to come on and do a video, and I wanted to do a quick channeling session. For this time, I'm going to be channeling an angelic energy, talking about energy and consciousness from their perspective, because they are much higher in frequency than we are, so they understand it on a totally different scale. When we're talking about consciousness and energy, we are talking about the same thing. Energy that we speak of is everything. Everything is energy, therefore everything is consciousness. The consciousness lies in the energy where it's actually on a subatomic scale. It's in the space between the atoms. That's where the consciousness lies. When we are speaking of small-scale consciousness, large-scale consciousness, just as we are a human body, we have consciousness that is surrounding us. It's not in us, it surrounds us. Therefore, it actually more or less connects or attaches to the physical portion of our bodies. When we're speaking of larger scale consciousness, such as planets, so planets have their own consciousness field. And for the Earth, we can actually see this. When we're looking at photos from NASA, they don't edit this part out. It's like the bluish hue. That is the energetic field of the Earth. That is a consciousness field. So when we are speaking of ourselves as consciousness, we actually are part of a group consciousness, a larger consciousness, which makes up the Earth. Okay, and then that it dictates how the consciousness of the Earth reacts. Okay. So then we go even larger and we speak of solar system, i.e. our logos, our sun. Our sun is its own consciousness as well. It is a conscious entity. Okay, and you see in your remote past of the ancient Egyptians and other ancient cultures which worshipped the sun god, the Logos. Okay, that is because, again, it's its own consciousness being. It makes conscious decisions and thinks consciously. So, when we're talking time-wise, time is a more man-made constructive. It does not experience time like we do. Once a being enters a higher frequency, a higher vibration, a higher density, time does not affect us in the same manner. It's not that it doesn't, quote, exist per se, it's just that it's much different in perception once we enter a higher density or frequency. We can even go even larger and speak in terms of the galaxy. Okay, each galaxy is its own conscious being as well. So go back down the scale a little bit and let's talk of the human body. Okay, we have billions of cells that make up our human body. We have organ systems and organs. Okay, it's safe to say that, as I said, everything is energy. When we're dealing with a system, we ourselves are a system. We are a physical, biological system. We have our own consciousness. Who's to say that each cell in our body, which is billions, that work together, okay, as a group to make up our human body, does not have their own consciousness, which is why, it is very good to speak to your cells. They are listening to you. They have their own consciousness. Now, they may be on a very low density scale and a very low frequency, but nonetheless, they have their own consciousness, and they will listen to any demands. So when we are speaking negatively towards our body or positively towards our body, it reacts in the way that you are speaking to. It follows directions. Okay, so let's speak of a system of the stomach. So the stomach is hearing our consciousness relay transmissions such as I don't feel well today. Okay, So the stomach takes that in, it follows directions, so the stomach will not be feeling well, okay? When we are speaking positively to it, such as, you know, starting our day and saying, I feel great, I feel wonderful, I am grateful, the stomach is going to react in a way that makes you feel good and grateful for things, okay? And that goes for external energy as well, okay? That's a whole other ballgame. But kidneys, same way, okay? Liver, same way. Intestines, same way, so on, so forth. Our brain, okay? We speak positively to our brain. Okay, that gives a whole nother wave of psychometry and emotional healthiness. Okay, so I'm going to go back up to the galaxy again and take what I just said into perception and say extrapolate on that. If our body compare our body to the galaxy, because it really is. We are our own galaxy. Actually, really, we are our own universe. When we dictate billions of cells, just by a single thought, we are our own universe. Okay, we react physically, how we are perceiving things energetically, consciously. Okay, so that is to say again that energy and consciousness are the same thing. In the energy lies the consciousness, and the consciousness is where energy flows. Okay. Okay. So taking it back to the Earth and the group consciousness of the Earth, there is a layer in the atmosphere. It's an energetic layer. When you're speaking of the magnetosphere, you see the layer and layer upon the outer earth. There is a layer, again, it's the thought layer. It is where all of the collective thoughts of us lie. And this layer is called the noosphere. N-O-O sphere. And the greatest and best way to make a difference here in this collective consciousness, because you may think that 7.5 billion people, one person may not make a difference, but let me tell you, when you focus your positive intentions on this noosphere, you make a difference. Just send love, send light, send positivity, send gratefulness, send anything and all thought positive, send Reiki, send energetic love, healing to the noosphere, and you are making a difference. Each person that does it, one person, it catches. So one person is going to pick up on the energetic imprint of that previous person's positive intention, and it's going to catch. So it's like a domino effect, okay? The greatest and best way. But I am going to leave now, but I will be back and channeling through Trish. And please leave comments, like, subscribe, share if you wish. Thank you.